Ryan Anderson here, the driver of Son of a Digger, and you're watching Rod Rod's Championship League.
What is going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and it is time for racing here in Stop 4 of Tour Blue in Colorado. Steel Titan in the Black Pearl was your fastest qualifier, which is no surprise to anybody at this point. And he got those 10 crucial points that got him a little bit closer to Megalodon in the overall leaderboards as we take a look at that now. Now a 14-point difference between these two guys. It was 15, now we're down to 14. And we're going to have to wait and see what happens. Let's see if he can get back on track with racing, or if Megalodon will take another one, or if someone else will take another one. This is the racing bracket, the W racing bracket for today. Black Pearl with that bye run into the semifinal rounds. And then we have El Toro Loco, Megalodon, and Lucas Stabilizer with bye runs in to round 2. So let's go ahead and get started with round 1 of racing here in Colorado. Brutus is going to be getting a bye run since higher education is no longer on the tour. Again, I've mentioned this before. He was unable to complete his driving duties in higher education, so he's just out at this point, just disqualified. So we do have an empty spot in racing. So technically, let's see, 4 or 5 drivers get a bye run at this point. I'm sure I already explained this already, but Brutus finishing off his racing run here at 21.030. So again, just getting familiar with the track, getting that track time in. But here comes the first official race. It's going to be worst COD player in Son of a Digger versus Firefly. In Grave Digger the Legend, the 2 diggers going against each other here in round 1. And let's see who's going to come out on top. So far, pretty even, getting to the smoke gates at roughly the same time. So I feel like it's going to be a very close race. Coming to the first sharp turn, then the next. It looks like Son of a Digger has a bit of a lead, and he's going to take it all the way to a finish, 20.429 for Son of a Digger. Moving on to the final race of round 1, we have April Summers in Monster Mutt Dalmatian versus Little Drift 912 in Monster Mutt, the regular Monster Mutt. So the 2 Mutts battling it out again here in this tour, and the 2 out of 3 females in this tour going head to head. So let's see what's going to happen. So far, pretty even. It's going to be close. No, Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a final push towards the end, a 19-second time for April Summers. So a fantastic race. And this is our racing bracket going into round 2. It's going to be El Toro Loco against Brutus, Megalodon versus Son of a Digger, and Lucas Stabilizer against Monster Mutt Dalmatian. So again, female versus female in round 2. So let's go ahead and get started with round 2. We're flying through these races again. This is a short track, so we're going to be seeing this for the rest of this competition. Here comes Driftboy 912 in El Toro Loco versus Angel Garcia in Brutus. Brutus with a great launch off the start, but not enough as El Toro Loco seems to be keeping up. Brutus using that rear steer to his advantage to kind of keep a good angle without turning the truck too much, so that may be the difference maker here. Coming to the end, it looks like it's going to be Brutus taking it all the way to the finish, a 20.020 for Angel Garcia. El Toro Loco is now out of the racing competition. Here comes Pilar 89 in Megalodon versus worst COD player in Son of a Digger. Megalodon being your racing winner from the midway point back in Alaska. Let's see if he can take a win here and get that much closer to racing Steel Titan again. Son of a Digger, though, looks like he has a slight lead, though. Got to that smoke gate a lot quicker than Megalodon, but right here, looks like those little turns that he was doing may have slipped him up, and Megalodon is going to take advantage and take it all the way to the finish for a win, another 19-second time here on this track. So, going to the last race of round 2, it's going to be Cecily 96 and Lucas Stabilizer versus April Summers in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And pause the video. So, hey guys, editing Rod here. So I just thought it was kind of funny that it's Lucas Stabilizer against Dalmatian, which are both trucks that that Cynthia has driven both past and present. I don't know, just thought it was kind of funny. Just want to throw that in there. Sorry for killing the momentum and kind of just sneaking in here. Yeah, so I don't know, kind of random. Sorry about that. Like the video. Enjoy. So here we go. Let's see who's going to take the final spot in the semifinal round against Megalodon. And it's going to be a good one so far, pretty close. Yeah, I mean, they're getting to these smoke gates at just about the same time. This final turn is going to be it. April Summers going. Looks like she may have went a bit wide. She should have the win, but she may have been a bit wide. We're going to the replay now. And from that angle, it looks like that front left tire was outside of the smoke gate. We're going to look at the replay again. That tire is definitely out of the smoke gate. We're going to have to wait and see. She's coming up to the ramp. That tire already looks like it's heading outside of the ramp. As we get closer and closer, you can see that tire is in the air. It is not on or within the smoke gate, so she will be receiving a penalty. She would have won the race, but it's going to go to Lucas Stabilizer because of a penalty. So our semifinal round is set. It's going to be Black Pearl against Brutus and Megalodon against Lucas Stabilizer. Who's going to make it to the W Racing Finals first? Let's go ahead and see as we get these semifinals started. Here we go again. Steel Titan and Black Pearl against Angel Garcia and Brutus. These two have raced before, and Black Pearl has taken the win every single time. Let's see if something different will happen here, and if Brutus can make it to the final round for the first time. Both of these trucks using the rear steer to their advantage, but Black Pearl is staying very close to the smoke gates, and that may be the difference maker here as he approaches the ramp, going a bit sideways, but staying within the smoke gates and getting a huge win over Brutus. A 2-second differentiation between the two drivers. So Black Pearl is going to the racing finals once again. Here comes Polar 89 and Megalodon against Cessna 96 and Lucas Stabilizer. Both of these trucks have been to the finals against Steel Titan, but only one of these trucks has been victorious. Let's see who's going to be our competitor for Steel Titan. Lucas Stabilizer with a slight lead over Megalodon right here, getting to that smoke gate pretty close to the same time, and it looks like Megalodon is going to take it all the way to the finish. So we're going to have a rematch of Colorado here, or excuse me, a rematch of Alaska here in Colorado. So the W Racing Final is going to be Black Pearl against Megalodon once again. Again, be sure to use code Project Rod to receive 10% off of your W Energy order. Be better with W Energy. And let's go ahead and get started with the W final round of racing. Here we go. There's no need for introductions on these drivers. They've been here before. Now, who is going to take the win? Can Megalodon beat Black Pearl again? Or Black Pearl ought to get his revenge and get back on track with that racing streak that he was on? Black Pearl again staying close to the smoke gates. That's been his approach so far, and it's been working as he's coming to the ramp first and gonna make it to the finish and get another win. 19.308, the fastest time we've seen so far on this track. So Black Pearl is back on top and is the racing king once again, getting his third racing win of the season. A huge milestone here for Black Pearl and Steel Titan. So this is the leaderboards for racing. After all that is said and done, again, those 10 crucial points are going to make a difference as it chips away from that difference between him and Megalodon. So I'm sure it's going to be a 13-point lead now as we take a look at the overall seasonal leaderboard. So there it is, a 13-point difference between these two drivers now. So if this continues, he can slowly chip away and come back as we have two more competitions left here in Colorado, and then again, stop 5 is going to be in Death Valley. So here we go, the overall event championship leaderboards. Black Pearl still leading it. So we'll see if any of this changes in Best Trick, which is the next competition. So be sure to subscribe for more Showdown action. Be sure to hit that like button, and we'll see you in Best Trick.